Hey, what's up guys? Tuki here back again. This is Draft to Glory, and the Washington Capitals, the defending Stanley Cup champion, President's Trophy winning Washington Capitals, are back in the playoffs. And before we take a look at our opponents, the New York Islanders, I do want to point out something that I didn't talk about at the end of last episode, although I will note the people have spoken. Nolan Patrick, Andrei Svechnikov, they're not going anywhere. But I was looking at the lineup. I am a little bit concerned about Tero Norena. I don't know. I have a bad feeling about it. I mean, his offensive awareness is good. But basically, I was wondering, what is the backup plan, right? How good is our backup plan if somebody's struggling? So that brought me to the AHL. And you know what? No, here, let's go to the other menu. Let's go to the actual stats page. Because I want to show you what the Hershey Bears have done. Now, the Bears are fighting for a playoff spot. They're fighting for a division title. They're already in the playoffs. Never mind. Currently tied with the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins in points. But I want to show you what we potentially have in the pipeline for prospects. Take a look at the Hershey Bears. Just take a minute. Nope, just take a minute. For once, we have one of the players that is destroying the league. 89 points in 73 games, Michel Fortier, leading the league in goals and assists. I cannot believe it. His line mates, Len Daly, 77 points. He is second in the league. I believe the third place guy in points has 66. I'll show you in a second. And Rankin's the other guy on the top line with 59 points. Karada with 48 and Aslam with 44, all doing well. But let me show you here, because this is crazy. This never happens for me with the AHL team. I always have good teams, for the most part. But never someone dominant. Like, look at these two. Kurt Webster, 66 points. Daly has 11 points on him. Fortier has 23 points on him. Michel Fortier could be something special, even though his attributes at the moment don't exactly match up with that thought process. But anyway, let's take a look at the New York Islanders. We are, of course, pretty damn familiar with them at this point. We'll also keep an eye out on the Hershey Bears. We'll see if they're able to win a division title. And who knows, maybe this will be the year that the Bears finally make an impact. That's the one thing that we really haven't done in this series. We've won cups, we've won President's Trophies, but we haven't had the AHL team find success. We'll see if this is the year. Now, looking at the Islanders lineup, and there's at least one noticeable change. But let's take a look here. Top line is Maxime Comtois with Ryan Poling and Kari Piorala. First line sniper, 23 years old. So obviously a dangerous top line. 95 and 94 as far as wrist shot. That is fucking good. We're going to have a problem on our hands there. Second line is Marshall Long with Casey Middlestott and Shannon Hale. Familiar with him at this point. Third line, Vyacheslav Arkhipov is with Benoit Guru and Isaac Ratcliffe in his terrible puck skills category. The fourth line, Tiny Regier, fourth round pick of ours in 2027. I believe that was 7 years ago already. We'll see what kind of damage he does to us in this series, because of course that's just the way it happens. You have Gilbert Corbett, Gilbert Corbet, who the hell knows just how French he is. But he is, his right wing, that's the right word, right wing, you know, I've never heard of that term before. Kimo Kuka. Yeah, he's a fourth line guy. Their defense, some familiar names, but not the best overalls. You have Timothy Liljegren on the top pairing with Danny Ritchie. Second pairing is Ivy Pan, hell of a name, with Franklin Byers. And the third pairing, the newest, but, well, actually no longer the newest Boston Bruin. That would technically be Paul Postma or Kenny Agostino, for that matter, or Jordan Shores. But you have Urho Vakanainen with Noah Hannafin. The goaltender, do I even need to tell you at this point? It's still him, Tommy Niinimaa. We have had some ups and downs against this guy. A fifth-round pick in the very first draft. How I wish we ended up with him. His backup is Jose Rosehill. As far as scratcher injuries, they do have one injury, Sergei Ovechkin. Scratched players, we have Troy Cunningham, and are you serious, Larry Jaquezie. Now, I'm all for fun. It's a video game, right? NHL 3s and NHL 18, that's fun and lighthearted, and that's fine. I don't mind Jaqueezy. I don't mind John Lall as a fucking call name. Hell, I didn't mind when we had Bunkas and Gurndeeps running around. Well, I did when that's all our computers were named. Which, by the way, EA, bring back the random names for the AI in EA SHL, please. Point being, when you have players in the NHL right now who have been in the NHL for a bit who don't have a call name in the game, but we have Jaqueezy, that's kind of an issue, don't you think? Priorities, man. Priorities. You're going to have Doc Emmerich say Jaqueezy, which then again, I actually don't know if there's a Jaqueezy call name, but the fact that you have Jaqueezy in the game, the fuck. Just come on. Compared to what it should be, and you guys have heard me talk about the lack of region-accurate names and shit like that, but that's a rant for another time. It is time to begin this postseason run. I will say I am recording this video after a 5-hour stream and recording 2 other franchise mode videos, and actually this is take 2 of this video because, yeah, had a little bit of weather, like a little freak fucking thunderstorm out of nowhere, because you gotta love when that happens over the summer, and I lost power for like 30 seconds, so that was cool, and I lost the first video. I didn't get to finish the series. Hell, I was about right at this point, so fingers crossed it doesn't happen again. First period of Game 1 on home ice, and it's a goal apiece. I forgot to sort it out. But Kim Weeding gets the opening goal of this series. Casey Middlestott tied it, though. Second period is going to be interesting when it reads that I'm hitting the button, and it was scoreless. Let's go third period. We're not wasting any time, although I wish I'd waited a little bit longer. Ryan Poling scores 31 seconds into the period, and I am concerned. They are out shooting us. They are winning on the scoreboard, and with 6.5 minutes to go, I am not as nervous as I was 2 seconds ago. Rudy Yell ties this game. Are we going to overtime? Yes, we are. Overtime in Game 1. I wouldn't have it any other way in a series against the Islanders. All right. So like I said, I've recorded a lot. My energy level might not be the highest it should be, and I apologize for that. But just know I'm invested. Just know, because this could be Nolan Patrick's last postseason. He legitimately could retire, and that scares the hell out of me that he might. Overtime. Game 1. Please, let's win this. I beg you. I beg of you. I beg of you, please. Nolan, Andre, Yuri, Kim, Ken, or Ryan. Didn't really call your name. Thanks, though. The New York Islanders take Game 1 3-2 in overtime. Tommy Niinimaa, 29 saves, Poling with 2 goals. And already, the Islanders have the advantage in more ways than one. They won the first game, and they also managed to win on the road. Not a very good start. Again, we won the damn President's Trophy here. Let's win Game 2. Let's recover. And we'll head to Brooklyn with a tied series. We'll head to Brooklyn with a tied series, and we'll be okay. That's what's going to happen right here and right now. We're going to win Game 2. Just you watch. First period. That's a really good start. To be honest, I thought they scored at first. Nolan Patrick and Rudy Yell give us the 2-0 lead after the opening 20. Can we hold on to it in the second period? No, we cannot. Benoit Garou gets a goal back, and that sets up this third period. Early power play for the Islanders is killed off. 5 minutes gone on the clock. Another power play opportunity for the Islanders. That is also killed off. We have 8 minutes to go. Can we hold on? Can we get some insurance? 3 minutes to go. And the Washington Capitals have won Game 2. Ross Wenquist. And then the empty net goal from Ken Janes. It's a 4-1 victory in Game 2 for the Caps. Tommy Niinimaa, suck it. You lost. Get used to the feeling, because we are going to march on into the second round. We're going to Vancouver. We're going to Washington. How many people get that reference at this point? Like, how young do you have to be to not get that reference? I mean, that happened in 2003, right? So realistically, there's a 14-year-old who might... Oh my God, I'm so old. I'm not even old, but Jesus Christ, that just hit me. Chappelle Show was fucking 14 years ago. Holy shit. All right, well. Okay, we'll move on. We'll move on. Game 3 in Brooklyn. That is your traveling from Washington to Brooklyn thought processes. Wow, Chappelle Show was a long time ago. First period of Game 3 is scoreless. Awesome. We held on the 4 shots, but we didn't get a goal, so that kind of sucks. Second period, that's good. Not as good as it could have been. Zontag and Svechnikov gave us the 2-0 lead, but Benoit Giroux gets a goal back. We have them doubled up in shots, doubled up on the scoreboard. Let's do this. Third period. I would love a third goal, please. It would take off a lot of pressure. And Rudy Yell, thank you. You're getting a raise. Or at least bonuses. Thank you. We are halfway through the third, or not. Just before then, Andrei Svechnikov makes it 4-1 again. My God, the Capitals have woken up after a bit of a rough loss in Game 1. Back-to-back 4-1 victories, and we have the 2-1 series lead. 2 goals for Andrei Svechnikov, one of the most prolific playoff performers I have ever had in one of my series. And Stephen Cork with 22 saves, not too shabby. The Caps are up 2-1. Let's keep this going. Let the good times roll. We're about to find out as well who the Hershey Bears are going to be playing in the next round, which is pretty sweet. I guess we'll scout WHL defensemen for 3 weeks. That works. So who are the Bears going to be playing in the first round? I'm going to say... Who's in the division? Wilkes-Barre, Syracuse, Providence? One of those 3 probably. Providence, there you go. There you go. We'll pay attention to that series, but for now, of course, the main focus is with the main team. It is Game 4, a chance to take a commanding 3-1 series lead back home to Washington for Game 5, or we'll be tied, and it'll be a best of 3. Let's find out what's going to happen here in Game 4, first period, and that's a really good start. Bryce Strachan with the opening goal, 12 shots to 11, but that extra shot proved to be the difference maker. Well, technically not, but you get my point. Second period, yeah, that's... You know, I thought we'd struggle in this series. So far, we're doing all right. Ken Janes and Rudy Yell give us the 3-0 lead, and so far 23 saves for Stephen Cork. That sets up this third period. We are 20 minutes away from having that commanding 3-1 series lead on the back of 3 straight wins. Power play for the Caps, and we get the goal. It took a while, but Junior Harvey scores on their backup, Rosehill. What happened to good old Tommy Niinimaa? I do wonder. And they just had a power play, but we scored! Andrei Svechnikov. What the hell just happened? We have a 3-1 series lead. Niinimaa is either injured or was pulled. Andrei Svechnikov strikes again. We had 43 shots. 5 goals on 43 shots. A 5-0 shutout victory. Your first star, Stephen Cork, and the Capitals are cruising. We are 1 win away from the second round, and the Hershey Bears managed to win their first game over the Providence Bruins by the score of 2-1. Everything is coming up Millhouse for this team right now, for this franchise, and let's hope that continues. Game 5, no need to make any changes. Let's end this series right here and right now, and let's find out if Tommy Niinimaa is in goal. First period, and we're not going to find out just yet. Casey Middlestott gets the opening goal. Islanders up 1-0 after the opening 20 minutes. Second period, can we get on the board? Yes, we can. Ken Vitale scores on Niinimaa 13 seconds in. Ivy Pan restores the 2-1 lead. Harvey tied it at 2 apiece, but then the fourth liner, Cucamonga, Rancho Cucamonga, California. We are down 3-2 as we start the third period. Let's go. Will the Islanders force Game 6? It's looking likely. Benoit Giroux gives them a 2-goal lead. We have 8 minutes to turn this around, or we are going back to Brooklyn for Game 6. Pack your bags, folks. We're going on the road. 5-2 victory for the Islanders in Game 5. Are you kidding me? What a... How are you going to let someone named Ivy Pan, fucking Peter Pan over here, God damn it. All right. Game 6. I have faith in this team. I do. We're good. I mean, look at that. Over that 3-game stretch, right? Over that 3-game stretch, we outscored them 13-2. I have faith in us. Sure, we gave up 5 goals in the last game, but that's fine. We took them lightly. We're not going to make the same mistake here in Game 6. Let's end this series. First period. 2 goals apiece isn't ideal, especially when we blew a 2-goal series lead. Andrei Svechnikov and Nolan Patrick gave us the 2-0 lead, but then it was Ovechkin and Long. Minute and 8 seconds later, minute and 8 seconds apart, we're tied at 2. Second period. Andrei Svechnikov, though, strikes again. Again, the most, if not the most, arguably the most prolific scorer we have ever had in the playoffs. We have a 3-2 series, we have a 3-2 series lead. We have a 3-2 lead heading into the third period. Can we end this series right here and right now? Let's find out. Our second opportunity to end the series. We're in much better shape than we were at this stage in Game 5, but we are also tied now. Ryan Poling. Oh my God. Power play for the Islanders. We kill that off. 3 minutes to go. Next goal is winning this game, and we are going to have to wait until overtime to find out who is going to score the next goal in this game. Either the Islanders will force Game 7, or we will seal our ticket to the second round. Let's find out. Overtime. Here we go. Will it end early as it loves to do? Apparently not. We are beyond the 5-minute mark. And it's over. I'm not even surprised. I'm not even going to be like, fuck yeah, Svechnikov. Like, no. Of course he did. Of course. Andrei Svechnikov scored the game winner, and the Washington Capitals once again dispatch of the New York Islanders, this time in 6 games in the first round. 4-point night for Andre, the hat trick, and the Caps are moving on. The President's Trophy winning Caps are making it to the second round. Imagine that. Now, in the meantime, we do get to follow the Hershey Bears. They are tied at 1 game apiece, and no longer. They're down 2-1 against the Providence Bruins. Will their series end right now? No, it will not. It will not. They're going to that decisive Game 5. We do know who we're going to play in the next round. Place your bets. Who are the options? I think Philly's an option. Is Florida still an option? I can't even remember who's in the postseason. Take a guess. 3, 2, 1. And we're playing the Columbus Blue Jackets in the next round. All right, well, we will start that series in the next episode. Like I said, my voice is just shot, so I'm sorry. But the next episode, I'll probably just do the rest of the playoffs and then the draft. So I'll make it up to you in the next one. In the meantime, let's figure out if the Hershey Bears are moving on to round 2. It is Game 5. We'll see what happens. I could have simmed from the calendar view. We will sim from the in-game engine here. Not technically the in-game engine. You know what I mean. First period is scoreless. Second period is not. Kavanaugh, Matthews, and Rankin. We have the 3-0 lead heading into the third period. The Hershey Bears are also, barring a miracle comeback, moving on to the second round of the postseason, and I just tempted fate, didn't I? O'Byrne gets a goal back. We have a really long power play. We couldn't do anything with it, but we at least killed off time. 4 minutes to go. The Hershey Bears, I can say it with confidence now, are moving on to the second round of the postseason as well. Both teams moving on. Thankfully, it would have been a disaster to have, either team fail to make it beyond the first round, let alone both. So to see both teams move on is fantastic. Fantastic. Fan with a F. Fantastic. F. Guys, that will do it for this episode of Draft to Glory. I know, I'm sorry, it's a short episode, but again, like I mentioned, yeah, it's just, I can't talk anymore. I just can't. My brain is just gone. A 5-hour live stream on top of other videos will do that to you. The good news is that we won both of our series. Everything's coming up Millhouse for this franchise, like I've mentioned. And hopefully, that continues in the next round, where we have to play the 49-win Columbus Blue Jackets. And by the way, before we end this episode, did the Hershey Bears end up winning their div title? They did not. Wilkes-Barre Scranton won that div title. But as we get a look at the brackets, again, we play Columbus in the next round. And I believe Hershey ends up playing Utica in the second round, which is going to be interesting. Guys, that'll do it for this one. I hope you did enjoy it. Again, not the typical marathon that Draft to Glory is, but we'll get back to that format next time out. So for now, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. It helps out quite a bit and is greatly appreciated. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the episode. Are we going to kind of just be LOL Capitals in the next round? Like the stereotypical Caps move of, oh, you won the President's Trophy, you made it to the second round, get pooped on, get eliminated. Is that what's going to happen? I certainly hope not, because I don't want to find out if Nolan's going to retire. If we win the Cup this year, I'm ending the series because I never want to see Nolan Patrick retire. I'm just kidding. We're going the full 25 years, but you get what I mean. Guys, to make sure that you never miss a video, there's a couple of things you can do. Join the notification squad for the old email alerts and such. Subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, that's pretty helpful. Follow me on Twitter at Toogie24. That is really helpful. And of course now I am on Twitch, twitch.tv/Toogie24. Links are in the description. Links are on the little channel banner when you look at my videos and such. Yeah, I'm all over the place. Doing a lot of stuff, making a lot of videos, and just hanging around. Guys, I am so tired and I need to stop talking. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.